Namaskar and a very good morning. Welcome to the audio cast from Kotak Securities. I'm your host and guide, Anindya Bannerjee. आज जैसे Asian equity markets are trading mixed, but दूसरी तरफ US bond yields have pulled back. So this should have been a positive thing for the Asian currencies, emerging market currencies, but that's not the case क्योंकि dollar is strengthening against Asian and EM currencies. If you look at the South Korean won, that's trading at a 13-year low against the dollar. So this impact obviously will flow on the USDINR, but however, offshore market is indicating a lower open, possibly around 78, 22, 23 के आसपास. इसका दो कारण हो सकता है. एक, the pullback in the US bond yields, और दूसरा, the fall in the oil prices. Brent is now at $108 a barrel. There is a typical risk-off environment globally, generally something which has been missing over the past couple of months. Over the past couple of months, it was more an inflation trade where oil prices and everything were either holding steady or moving higher. Dollar was strong, and the equities and other risky assets were down. But abhi, and of course the US bond yields were rising. Abhi, the fear of a recession is rising significantly. Kal bhi Jerome Powell in his testimony said that there is a possibility of a recession that can happen, but that's not something that they are engineering in, but that risk remains on the table. So ये situation में of course the bond yields, they tend to fall in a recession expectation environment. Dollar tends to do well in spite of the fall in the bond yields because there is a move to a safe haven, and of course equity markets remain under pressure. Dollar rupee kal made a fresh all-time high 78.39 on the spot and closed pretty much near the all-time highs. So एक upward drift तो बरकरार है. It's not that upward drift happened yesterday only. It was there previously, but the momentum was excruciatingly slow. कल हल्का सा momentum में increase हुआ है. We have to see whether there is a follow through or not. Why? Because RBI intervention is going to be exceptionally heavy. But something which we have been pointing out repeatedly over the last many days, that this collapse in the forward premium is not a good sign for the rupee. The forward premium continues to collapse every day, and this collapse in the forward premium is just not happening for the rupee, it's happening for currencies across Asia. क्योंकि एक तरफ the shrinking interest rate differential between US and the Asian countries that is responsible. On the other hand, there is talk of an brewing dollar shortage in the global markets. That's not significant, but it's still at an early stage, and that's also weighing on the forwards. Now, lower forward premium का problem ये है कि it reduces the supply of dollars in the system, especially from carry traders and from exporters, because they are disincentivized to sell dollar rupee because of the exceptionally low forward premium. So this is something which we have to keep a close eye. अगर ये forward premium continues to collapse, then it can push USDINR even higher, especially in such a fragile global risk environment. What is the trade? The trade is to be long USDINR, but we have to be very careful with the instruments we choose. If you are going long through futures, you have to have a very wide stop. The stop has to be below 78 on a daily closing basis on the futures. Call spreads can be done. July end is something which we have used to be long the USDINR call spread. We did it 2 days back, so that can also be done. Shorting straddles and strangles at this point in time, we don't have a very clear view because implied volatility is still pretty much at the low levels. So we like to see कि ये up move continues or it again gets stalls. If it stalls, then we would issue the advisory to short straddles or strangles. But as of now, just at this moment in the morning, we don't have a clear view on going short straddles and strangles. So wait for our advisory. We will issue that advisory through our Telegram channel. And if in case you are not part of the Telegram channel, please become a part of this, because it's a thriving community. We give regular updates on trades, on how to trade, risk management, option trading, etc. So it's a very rich Telegram channel. So just type Currency Corner by Kotak Securities on Telegram and you should get it. So it will have the Kotak Securities logo on it, the red logo, and that's where you need to be. And we will be issuing a straddle strangle recommendation based on our intraday assessment of the market. Crosses में आज volatility हो सकता है क्योंकि flash PMIs will be released from Europe and also from Eurozone and also from UK. So it's going to create a lot of volatility. और आज भी second day of testimony है of Jerome Powell. But generally the fireworks they happen during the day one. Day two में उतना impactful होता नहीं है. So Euro INR and GBP INR will be exceptionally volatile. Yen INR should be relatively quiet at this point in time because of the pullback in oil prices and the US bond yields. So that's it, folks. This is Anindya Bannerjee signing off. Fantastic day.